All right, I'll call the meeting to order. Resolution 281, meeting called to order. All absent with notice is Gary Bartel, Deputy Reeve, and Gail Wagner, Counselor. I need a mover and a seconder to open the meeting. Gail and Derek, all in favor? Carried. Not Gail, Leanne.
It's okay.
Lee. Resolution 282, approval of the agenda. Everyone had a chance to look at it. Any additions or deletions to the agenda? If not, I'll read resolution 282. Be it resolved that the meeting agenda for regular council meeting of July 15, 2025 be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder. Clint and Ken, all in favor? Carried. Approval of previous minutes. Any questions, concerns? Hearing none, I'll read resolution 283. Be it resolved that the meeting and minutes of the regular meeting of council on July 2nd, 2025 be approved as presented. Mover and seconder. Derek and Ken, all in favor? Carried. Any delegations? Fire protection. Ken is coming to the meeting, correct?
Yes, he
So we will
is.
go back to that when he gets here. 1.2 bylaw enforcement services.
There's nothing for that one, I don't. Just the report. I don't know.
I guess we can move into camera then. 5.2.1. Resolution 285, be it resolved that pursuant to section 1523 of the Municipal Act, council shall meet as a committee of the whole to close the meeting and continue discussion in camera regarding investigation and enforcement of an act or bylaw pursuant to section 83(1)D. Council members shall keep in confidence the matter discussed at a meeting closed to the public under subsection 1523 until the matter is discussed at a meeting conducted in public. Pursuant to section 94(1)H, a council member becomes disqualified for breaching the requirement of confidentiality under clause 83(1)D. Time being 6:03. Mover and seconder. Derek and Leanne, all in favor? Carried. 524 of the Municipal Act, this meeting shall be reopened to the public at 6:21. Mover and seconder. Derek, seconded by Clint, all in favor? Carried. We can go to number 6, Public Works and Utilities.
Right here. Talk about GG, the bylaw enforcement report. It just came out of Kevin.
Okay, sorry. Resolution 287, be it resolved that the bylaw enforcement report May 2025 be accepted as presented. Moved and seconded, Leanne and Ken, all in favor? Carried. Now we can go to number 6, Public Works and Utilities. Have those screens been put on the lift station pumps?
Yes, they have, yeah.
Do you think?
So far, so good. It's been 2 weeks, I think. Yep. And the backup pump is in too, so there's 2 working pumps in at the lift station. So, and the spare showed up.
Are there any questions regarding the PW report? If none, I'll read the resolution 289. Be it resolved that the Public Works and Utilities Report, July 15, 2025, be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder. Clint, seconded by Leanne. All in favor? Carried.
We had there was 2 of the law enforcement reports. May and June's report were both there.
I think I run across this one. That'll be on the agenda 5.2.1.
We have the May, and then we have the one, so it's the June one.
Okay, so there was 2 reports there, so this one, okay. So I'll go back to the agenda on 5.2.2.2. I read the resolution 288. Be it resolved that the bylaw enforcement report, June 2025, be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder. Leanne, seconded by Derek. All in favor? Carried. We'll move into finance. 7.1.1, accounts payable. Any questions on it? Just the one,
We went over everything.
I went over in checks, numbers, and the accounts all match. The only larger amounts were the repairs to the home that were sent in for the dollar pump. Any more questions on it? Then I'll read the resolution 290. Be it resolved that accounts payable checks 14188 to 14229 in the amount of $88,001.71 be accepted and approved as presented. Mover and seconder. Derek, seconded by Leanne. All in favor? Carried. Seven point 1.2, payment of payroll, pay period 14. Any questions on it? We'll read resolution 291. Be it resolved that the payroll pay period 14, 2025 for the period from June 21st to July 4th, 2025, in the amount of $29,829.58 be accepted as presented and approved for payment. Mover and seconder. Ken, seconded by Clint. All in favor? Carried. year-to-date statements of financial operations.
I just find these hard to look at during the middle of the year because none of the transfers have been done, so everything looks kind of wonky, right? Yeah. It's not, but.
Any questions, comments? Hearing none, I'll read resolution 292. Be it resolved that the year-to-date statements of financial operations, general operations, January 1st to June 30th, 2025 be accepted as presented. Further, be it resolved that the year-to-date statements of financial operations, Minitonas Utilities, January 1st to June 30th, 2025 be accepted as presented. Further, be it resolved that the year-to-date statement of financial operations, Bowsman Utilities, January 1st to June 30th, 2025 be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder. Leanne, seconded by Derek. All in favor? Carried. Seven point 2.1 online banking signing authority. The changes have been made to have the following: Larry Maltrick Reeve, Gary Bartel Deputy Reeve, and Sherry Tall Municipal Clerk have the new signing authority for the online banking card. And it's, the online banking is to allow the authority to transfer funds between its operating and reserve accounts. Any questions on that? I'll read the resolution 293. Be it resolved that the online signing authority for the Municipality of Minitonas-Bowsman operating and reserve bank accounts be changed to two of the following effective July 16, 2025. Larry Maltrick Reeve, Gary Bartel Deputy Reeve, Sherry Tall Municipal Clerk. Moved by Leanne, seconded by Clint. All in favor? Carried. Seven point 3 monthly finance report. In 2025, the financial plan, property taxes notices will be mailed to property owners August 28th, 2025. Deadline for property tax notice payment is September the 29th. Any questions or comments on the report? Hearing none, I'll read the resolution 294. Be it resolved that the finance report July 15, 2025 be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder. Derek, seconded by Leanne. All in favor? Carried. We'll move into administration, 8.1, subdivision application.
I don't see any
No issues or concerns? And I will read resolution 295, be it resolved that the subdivision application for part southwest quarter section of 2536 west within municipality of Minitonas-Bowsman be approved as presented in Manitoba Municipal and Northern Relations file number 4149-25-7868, applicant file number 2242-009. Seconder, Ken, seconded by Clint, all in favor? Carried. Discuss that one, correct?
Okay, we can move it into there.
We can move into camera then?
Do the administration.
Then we'll do the administration report,
Yeah.
8.2. I'll just read a small portion of the Munisoft system upgrades. The municipality continues to make progress on the Munisoft Cemetery Module Upgrade Project, which comprises developing a new cemetery mapping system and incorporating cemetery information currently contained in multiple maps, paper binders, and spreadsheets. Once completed, the efficiency of the cemetery management will be greatly increased. Cemetery maps will be displayed on the municipal website. I think that's make things a lot easier, especially when people come to the office and they're asking for information on.
It's a big job that Lance done. It will be very nice for everybody.
Yes. Anybody else have any comments on any part of the report? I'll read the resolution 297. Be it resolved that the administration report, July 15, 2025, be accepted as presented. Seconder. Derek, seconded by Leanne. All in favor? Carried. We wish to move into camera now, or do we get wait for Ken first to attend the meeting for his report anyway? We just want to go through the report first. Is there any questions to ask Ken?
I didn't have any.
I didn't have any, no.
Okay, then I'll go back
So
to that.
straightforward.
To the Fire Protection Services 5.1.1. How many days were they in, was it Split Lake?
It says here
6 days?
6 or
So I get, 6 days doing different tasks now. Longer than last time, I think, right? Last time it was only a few days.
4 days this time, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Less than
4.
last week, a little bit less than last time.
Any further comments or questions on his report?
Yeah.
I'll read Resolution 284. Be it resolved that the Fire Protection Services report, July 15, 2025, be accepted as presented. Mover and seconder. Clint, seconded by Ken. All in favor? Carried. We'll move into camera again. We'll read Resolution 298. Be it resolved that pursuant to Section 1523 of the Municipal Act, despite subsection 1.2, council shall meet as a committee of the whole to close the meeting and continue discussion in camera regarding employee, land, legal, and a matter that it's in its preliminary stages and respecting which discussion in public would prejudice the municipality of Minitonas-Bowsman's ability to carry out its activities or negotiations. Pursuant to Section 83(1)D, council members shall keep in confidence a matter discussed at the meeting closed to the public under subsection 1523 until the matter is discussed at a meeting conducted in public. Pursuant to Section 94(1)H, a council member becomes disqualified for breaching the requirement of confidentiality under Clause 83(1)D, and time being 6:42. Mover and seconder. Derek and Leanne, all in favor? Carried. Read Resolution 299 to come out of camera. Be it resolved that pursuant to Section 1524 of the Municipal Act, this meeting shall be reopened to the public at 9 o'clock. Mover and seconder. Leanne and Derek, all in favor? Carried. Now I will read Resolution 301 to go past curfew overtime. Resolution 301, be it resolved that this regular meeting of council go into overtime. Move in seconder. Leanne and Ken, all in favor? Carried. And I'll read resolution 298 to go back into camera. Be it resolved that pursuant to section 1523 of the Municipal Act, despite subsections 1, 2, council shall meet as a committee of the whole to close the meeting and continue discussion in camera regarding employee land legal matter that is in its preliminary stages respecting which discussion in public would prejudice the municipality of Minitonas-Bowsman ability to carry out its activities or negotiations. Pursuant to section 83 1D, council members shall keep in confidence the matter discussed at a meeting closed to the public under subsection 1523 until the matter is discussed at a meeting conducted in public. Pursuant to section 94 1H, a council member becomes disqualified for breaching the requirement of confidentiality under clause 83 1D, time 901. Moved by Derek, second by Clint, all in favor, carried. Resolution 303, to come out of camera, be it resolved that pursuant to section 1524 of the Municipal Act, this meeting shall be reopened to the public at 9:52. Moved and seconder, Leanne, Derek, all in favor, carried. Resolution number 296, agreement of purchase and sale. Be it resolved that the Council Municipality of Minitonas-Bowsman approve the sale of tax title property Lot 2, Plan 3083, DLTO in southwest quarter of 13827 west of the Prime Meridian to Alyssa May Thorpeson for $750. Mover and seconder. Beyond, seconded by Clint, all in favor, carried. Adjournment, resolution 300, be it resolved that this regular meeting of council be adjourned at 9:53. Moved by Leon, seconded by Kent, all in favor, carried. Meeting adjourned.